Well, I love that term, time contamination. I'd never heard about it. But what it means is it's something that women in particular have experienced for a long, long time, and that men are beginning to experience more now. And basically what that means is you have so many different roles. You have your role as, at work, and then you have your role at home. And if you have kids, you have your role as a parent. And then you have your house, and so you're the housekeeper. And so you've got all of these different roles, and you're kind of, and they call it, you have task density, because they all have real serious responsibilities with each of them. And then what happens is we switch back and forth between these roles through the day, particularly women, and I just think of myself. You'd be at work and then you get a call. It's like, oh, Mom, can I have a play date? It's like, what? Aren't you going to go to aftercare? And so, you interrupt yourself and I was always the one that got those calls. My husband never did. And that is one huge thing that's changed now, is that we're much better at sharing things. But at that time, before the book, I thought that I should do it all. I was a very guilty working mother. And so I was, interrupting my time all the time. And so what happens is you're kind of logistics central in your home. You're in charge of everything, signing the forms and running the calendar. And, oh my goodness, what are you going to do for 10 weeks in the summer and summer camp and aftercare and childcare? And so what can happen is that you can be in a moment, say a bike ride or something that would look like leisure, like a picnic, but on the inside, you've got so much stuff going around in your head that you're not present in the moment. You're sort of everywhere except where you are. And psychologists have found that for women in particular, it's very hard to be present in the moment because of all of that task density in the roles that they play. And what's changing now for men is that as they're becoming more involved at home, as they're becoming more than just the helper dad or the fun parent, they're also beginning to, oh, it's my daughter. Hi.
Hi. It's so perfect.
Cool. That's my 13-year-old daughter. As men are beginning to feel more of that pressure to, do more at home, they're beginning to have that same kind of time contamination. And frankly, with technology keeping us tethered all the time to the office, with the emails, the tasks, texts, the cell phones that can come all the time, we're all contaminating our time with what they call work creep.
Yeah. I think there's one study, I don't remember the exact statistic, that where if you're doing something and even just checking a single email, it takes your brain like 7 to 12 minutes to recover and refocus on the task that you were just doing.
Right. Yeah, those interruptions are huge. It takes 7 to 10 times the amount of the interruption. So say a 30-second interruption could be 7 to 10 times that to get back to where you were. And that same study found that CEOs, they have something like 28 productive minutes a day because they get so interrupted. They're like, where was I? So those interruptions are huge. They're huge in that they affect our productivity, they affect our efficiency, and they affect, our ability to think creatively and outside the box. You're just constantly reacting from one fire to the next.